So we set up our drill press. We put a 3/8 inch drill bit into the chuck, and we're now going to drill holes in the 4 corners of the rectangle that we made for telephone jobs. Now, we don't have to be accurate, because we're going to be cutting out that rectangle with our jigsaw. And if we happen to be a bit off, we can fix that up with the jigsaw. Now drilling the last of the pilot holes that we're going to need for the jigsaw. And our next step is to set up our workplace so that we can cut out the rest of the rectangle. So we've set up our workspace. We've placed the side piece on top of 2 of our blocks, and we've clamped everything down securely. Whenever you're using power tools, you want to make sure that things are securely fastened. And we put our jigsaw into the hole, and we're cutting along the line. One side done. Another side. Third side. And we've cut out the block. What we're going to do now is we're just going to square off the corner. And let's see if our telephone jack fits. Oh, things are a little tight along this edge, so we'll just see how this fits now. Yeah, it's good on the top and the bottom, just we need something along the edge there. how we are now. Oops, still a little tight. Wires there holding us up. See how we go there. There we are. Nice tight fit. It's always a good idea to undercut than to overcut. When you undercut, you always have the opportunity to trim things a bit, like we did with that piece we just finished doing. If you overcut, well, that's it, that's all. Again, make sure that the work is securely fastened. And on we go with the second piece. We spent a fair bit of time on that first piece, trimming the sides so that the telephone jack would fit. It's always best to undercut than to overcut. As you saw, we were able to shim the sides of the cut that we were making so that we had a nice fit for that telephone jack. On with the second piece. There we go. Second piece is done. Let's do the corners. And see if our telephone jack fits. A little tight on this edge, so give it a little trim. Let's see how we are. Very good. Another board done. For Paul's two modules, he wanted something done a little differently. Instead of installing a telephone jack, he wanted a Digitrax UP5 panel installed. The hole dimensions for the UP5 are the same as for a UR91 or UR92 radio transceiver, and the width this way for the hole is 2 3/8 inches wide, and the thickness is 1 inch wide. So we've used the same process to locate where the hole is going to be. In this case, the hole is going to be 2 1/4 inches down from the top, 1 inch width, and again we're 2 inches from the edge of the middle of our module. And so this fits just nice and flush in there. And you see that the face plate is relatively centered, but far enough away from the styrofoam so that the styrofoam isn't going to interfere with the radio receiving or radio reception of a UR91 or UR92. Now that we've got all of the holes cut out for the telephone jacks and the UP5 panels. Our next step is to recess the top of the side piece so that the telephone jack and the UP5 panel fit nice and flush and flat on the surface of the wood.